Hi, everybody. Welcome to A Galaxy in Autism. I am your host, Sammy Truxell. Today's our second episode, and we're going to talk about self care. You might have learned from the previous episode that after my son's diagnosis, I went into a deep depression, and it kind of forced me to learn how to do self care for myself so I wouldn't get burned out. And I really want to press this to everybody with special needs kids. You really need to do the self care. You need to take care of yourself first before you take care of them, because you can only do so much when your glass is empty. You can't give when it's empty. So I'm just gonna go over some things that I usually do for self care. It's really small things, or you can do larger things, but I would recommend making a list of everything that you guys like to do, like hobbies or just small things that you like to do that you might be able to incorporate into your day. Because there's a lot of people that says, they don't have enough time to take care of themselves, they're always so busy. Well, you can still find tiny little things to do for yourself, to do self-care, to kind of recharge yourself. And a lot of things that come to mind when you're talking about self-care is I'm not good enough. I don't have time, like I said before. It's selfish for me to think about myself instead of my family, and quite a few different ones. But they're not true. Self-care is so important, you guys. So important. We got to be on top of our game at all times. So it's important that we take care of ourselves. So some of the things that I do is like some of the small things. I have a Scentsy, and I always get scented wax from it. I love choosing the new waxes. And my favorite so far has been lavender lemonade. Just putting that in, turning it on, letting it heat up, and just smelling the aroma, it relaxes me and calms me down, and I consider that self-care. Some of the other things I do is like I'll get into a hot, nice bath, and I'll play like a video game on my phone, or I'll color, whatever, just to relax me and like wind down. I do journaling every day, which has been really helpful. I learned this in therapy. So, like, what I'll include is just like what's been going on with my day, my thoughts. And like I will say positives to myself, at least 3 every day, like what I like about myself. And at the beginning, if you're self-conscious, or if you're depressed or whatever, because COVID's going on, I can totally understand. It's going to be harder at the beginning, but as time goes on, you'll start finding things that you really like about yourself, and it'll build your self-confidence. I also love to read. I listen to Audible all the time too. I love learning. Like currently, right now, I am doing a free course on life coaching, which has been very, very fun. So I'm always wanting to learn and expand my brain. I do meditation. I love to do meditation. I do it twice a day. I do one in the morning after my exercises, and then one at night before I go to bed, to just relax my brain and everything like that before I go to sleep. And then I also exercise and eat healthy. If you guys are interested in losing weight, or, trying to get on that right step, if you want to lose weight, I'm not saying you have to, but if you want to, I would recommend the podcast Losing 100 Pounds with Corinne Crabtree. It's on Google Podcast, on Apple Podcasts, I think that's what it's called, and Spotify, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But I've been listening to her podcast for a while now, and it's been very, very helpful. She makes it really, really easy. Like, you only eat when you're hungry, you stop when you're satisfied, and she recommends journaling and everything like that to kind of break down and find the underlying reasons why you're like overeating or emotionally eating, or your brain thinks it wants more because that's what you've been giving it, but you need to, kind of reel it back a little bit if you want to lose weight. Since I started, I've lost roughly 50 pounds, so I was about 200 after Orion was born, and I feel awesome. Like, I am so glad I'm doing this for myself so I can be around longer for my family. Let's see, what else? Sometimes, like, if I'm feeling up to it, I'll get ready for the day, just kind of pick me up to make me feel, pretty and stuff like that. I'll do that too. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of OCD, so cleaning, like when I'm stressed out, like I'll clean and it'll make me feel happy. That's just me though. You don't have to do it, but I would recommend just finding things that you really 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 enjoy to do. And like I do this with my husband as well. We'll give each other 30 minutes, to just do whatever you want. You can sit down, watch TV, like I said, relax in the tub, play on your phone, whatever. Just give your alone time so they can kind of reset and relax. And it really, really helps for, I think, both of us. And big things with communication too. Communication, talking with your spouse or a friend or a family member, about what's going on, just letting it out and everything. That's a really good self-care too. Because when you just let it rattle around in your head, it's not a good thing because it just festers and festers and festers and festers. And you just keep thinking about it and it just adds more stress to your plate and it's not fun. No one wants to deal with it. So like I stress, self-care is so important. And if you guys like to, you could go to like a salon or whatever and get your nails done or your hair done or get a massage or whatever, it depends on you. It really, really, really depends on what you want to do. A lot of people, on the internet or whatever, they're like, oh yeah, self-care is all about beauty and everything. No, it's not. It's not. It's more deeper than that. You got to get into something that makes you feel fulfilled and not only helps your body but helps your mind too, because yes, body can kind of drift off or whatever, but with your mind, like if it's not in the right place, it can do some really really bad things and make you super depressed and super self-conscious, and no one wants that. So yeah, I would definitely work on the mental stuff a lot too, especially with COVID going on. We're kind of it's easing up a little bit, but we're trapped in the house, and everything like that. So it kind of makes you feel like a shut-in, and we're social creatures, and we're not be able to see our family members as much. So it's kind of putting us in the dumps. Let's see, what else do I do? Um, uh, well, I guess I can put in some of the exercises I do if you guys are interested in that. I usually do at least 30 minutes of walking every day. I stretch every day. And then usually on Wednesdays, I do my yoga. I do meditation every single day, like I said before. I also do Tai Chi twice a week. And then I do strength training 3 times a week. I'm more extreme because I like to exercise. So like if you're first starting out, I just recommend going on like a 15-minute walk around your neighborhood. It's nice outside right now. So yeah, just put in your headphones, listen to music or a podcast or whatever, and then just go for a walk for 15 minutes. It really helps you clear your head too, like if you're having a bad day. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it for self-care. Next week, I'm going to start getting more into the technical stuff, and I will start off with some of the stuff that I learned in early intervention with the younger kiddos. You can still do it with the older kiddos, but this is some of the stuff that we learned when Orion was like little in early intervention. So that's what I'm going to be talking about next week. So please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.